Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to BrewHill Podcast. This is going to be episode 2 and episode 3. And this one right here is going to be a hot topic on today's relationship journeys between men and women. Okay, I have my host, my co-host, Big Phil over here.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right. And now I'm going to introduce my guest today. First guest I have my niece who blessed me with her presence when I made the phone call. Know me, that's who you guys all know her by. Say hello to
Hello.
everyone.
Hi, everyone.
All right.
Pleasure to be here.
That part, that part. We're not gonna pick on you too bad, sweetie.
I hope not.
And next we have the beautiful Marcy. How are you doing tonight?
I'm well, thank you.
Good.
Thank you for
All
inviting
right.
me.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Had to.
We're
I
about
had
to get it
All
on.
right.
no, we're gonna be totally respectable tonight. But yeah,
Exactly.
you're gonna get this work tonight.
All right.
Just play.
Hey.
No, we're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna have fun tonight. But it is interesting. We talking about relationship topics, 50-50. What does that mean to you guys? Different topics like that. So, why don't we just fall right into that? And who wants to go first?
I'm going to let Marcy take the floor.
Oh, there we go. Go ahead.
Okay, what are you asking me?
But
How I
you know
feel?
what? Yeah, because I hear so much on 50-50. And
Right.
I'm older. So I don't want to, get into that this is how it is, this is how it is, because it ain't like that for someone who's 25, 30 years old.
Right.
I can say, hey, but that shit don't mean nothing. Hell, I've been married for 20 some odd years, so whatever.
Yeah, me
You know
too.
what I'm saying? I'm about to retire.
Being out the game.
Being out the game. Okay. I'm about to retire from all game. The work game, all
Right.
game. Okay. Go sit on a beach someplace. But
Ooh. So,
you already know.
so you're asking
I'm
me
asking
my
you,
take.
what
I'm
does
not
that
in
look
the-
like to you in your life? What is 50-50?
Well, I'm not in the 20 age range. I grew up watching my father work, take care of the financial home, the family.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The wife took care of the home responsibilities and her man. Nowadays, I'm a little older, and if I want to date younger, they want the 50-50.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh,
The
yeah,
younger
definitely.
dudes want the 50-50.
So, like when they approach you, what are they asking you? What is the conversation like? Not
Right.
to get too deep into your business, like that, all that. But I mean, what does that shit sound like?
Really, it's just, what do you do? First of all, I mean, I think most of these, younger, older, there's older men that are looking to get 50-50 as well. So they're just
Mhm.
like, what do you do? Oh, how many jobs you have? They want to know these things
What-
so they can figure out if they can manipulate or if they can,
Mhm.
If they're
try
gonna
to
spend it.
sway you.
Right.
Exactly. Like, what's this date gonna cost? How many dates is it gonna cost me?
Exactly.
But I'm old school. Like, I'm sorry, sirs, but I grew up watching my dad do hard work to take care of his, and I think that I'm probably gonna get somebody like that
Mhm.
close to my father.
Right.
Mhm.
But I'm not afraid to pay some of the bills or help out when he can't. But don't think I'm a fool, because I'm not. I'm
Right.
not gonna do.
Right.
I'm not gonna do this and you over there doing that with other women. That's just
Mhm.
not.
Oh yeah, okay. So
That's
you ain't
how-
you,
That's
you
what
ain't
they
willing to
said
do.
too.
Okay, I ain't willing to do this 50-50 shit on the bills, and then you still out doing whatever the fuck.
Right. You
wanna
still
do.
single life and yeah.
Yeah, we still
Yeah.
single.
Come on.
I gotta
That's
laugh
how they
'cause
be if
that
they
shit-
pay 100% of the bills, too. They're like, if I'm taking care of home, why can't I go out and dibble and dabble?
Oh, you know what?
Well,
and,
not-
and I've been hearing that one. Go ahead.
That's
I was
not
gonna
how
say,
it works.
would them paying 100% of the bills, would that be them being more controlling? Because
Yes.
right at 50-50, they might be
Definitely.
like, it's kind of like I'm gonna do my thing, you do your thing, we just come together. But if you paying 100%, then they're gonna be a little more
Well,
controlling about the relationship,
Very
right?
controlling.
Yeah, and with that part you just said on that one, it's like, well, if we 50-50, that's kind of like roommate. That's some bullshit right there.
It
Because
sound like it.
well, it sound like that might be for today. 'cause-
It
You think, hey, we doing 50-50, you go do whatever the fuck you want.
With
Nah,
benefits, I guess.
That's not
well,
how it
I mean,
works,
then
though.
I mean, that's the type of thing should be talked about ahead of time that we
Mhm.
roommates. Cause
Yeah.
I mean, on paper, mine, you talk about it, it's 50-50, but it ain't 50-50 at the end of the day because I pay
Right.
more to do this, do that. I pay for all vacations, which are
Right.
expensive as hell. And it just is what it is. But
So is it across the board or is it just at times?
no, that's across the board, player. And my wife makes more than I do. My wife makes more than I do. And I'm proud of that. That's I mean, I don't have no problem with that. She makes more on
Right,
paper.
yeah.
On paper, she makes more than me. She can't tell you the last year she made more money than me. But hell, that's part of the reason why I didn't have a heart attack and all that stress and
Listen, stop
everything else.
stressing. The bills
So,
is not worth
Yeah,
it.
and it's
Right.
really
No.
not. I didn't work myself to death, and it's like
Yeah, don't
anyway.
do
So
that.
and
Don't
don't
do
even need
that.
it like don't even
Stress
need it
yourself.
like that,
Right.
But you know what? We gonna get back to that.
Yeah,
Brooke,
for sure.
jump in on that one. What's that look for you dating? Are you currently dating right now?
I'm not.
Not
Let me
in
see.
a relationship. I'm just saying, are you?
No, and see, that's what people get. I'm glad that you just said that because people get dating and relationships confused.
And that's why
I've
I'm
been in
asking
one
you.
relationship my
Exactly.
entire life. I've
'Cause
dated
dating-
many people, but
I hope dating is the same now than it was in my thing. You dating. Ain't no commitment to that.
yeah, and that's why I feel like that's why I didn't
we
work
out
with a
here
lot of
trying
people
to choose
too.
what we want. Is it
Yeah.
still like that?
No, I
Ooh,
mean,
okay.
in
What's
some
cool, babe?
aspects. I mean, social media plays a big part in it.
Right.
It plays a big part in it, and that's why I got rid of my social media for a long
Oh,
time.
so you meeting your men on Instagram too, huh?
I'm an old school woman. I meet in person, but
Thank you.
if they slide in my DMs, I can't help it.
They
If I'm
slide in
addicted,
the
I can't help it.
Ooh, they
Slide.
slide in the DMs.
But somebody I'm conversing with right now, I mean,
So wait a minute. So now we got conversing. we
we're
got
conversing.
dating,
I wouldn't
and
say
we
we're
got a
dating because we've been on a
relationship.
couple
Right.
of days.
No. So is conversing like what we went through? You was talking to the girl.
Right.
And I feel like I'd be double standards when I say that too. Because even when I was like in middle school and high school, I'm like, what is talking? We're
talk-
having a conversation right now. What do you mean we're talking?
Right.
What
mean,
is that?
You just do conversing on the table.
I know, that's
and
why I
for the
said I'm
life of
being
me,
double
I know
standards
I'm
right
old
now.
because I ain't never heard that one yet. we're conversing.
We're seeing you because I've only been, speaking to one person.
Oh,
But
all right.
if I wanted to speak to other people, I can do that. And I felt like some of my situations didn't work out in the past because I was upfront about it. I told them, I'm seeing you, but I am seeing, one or two other people too. I am single. I'm not committed to you. And then again,
Right.
I'm not laying down with these men either. People get dating and having intercourse confused.
Right.
How did that work for you? I mean, you're a pretty girl, so I know you guys get away with a little bit more.
I do.
Oh, well, fuck, no, let's be real. Fuck, you get away with a whole lot more. You get that string is a lot longer.
It is.
So when you're conversing and you're being honest like that, what is the response like? Because if a woman would have told me that, which I was told that in the past, which it didn't bother me, and especially in the player days, because that just let me know, put your heart back in your pocket and go on and do what you're gonna do with this. Let her lead the way, and normally it all worked out for me in the end.
You
anyway,
caught
so
feelings and she didn't.
no, player, it worked. I got what I needed. She got what she needed.
It was understanding.
It was an understanding.
Right.
It didn't. 9 times out of 10, it didn't turn out to be a relationship.
Right.
And that's why I tell people from the jump, I let them know, like, if that's all you want, then let me know. If you just want sex, I'm not going to be upset. I'm just not going to talk to you. I'm just going to cut ties and go the other way. And they play like they're cool in the beginning, of course. Like, oh, I just didn't want no sex from you, Keep it cool. But then you stop hearing from them a week or two later.
It took that long?
Yeah.
I mean, they kept it going for me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, once you told me that, it's like,
it takes
we
that.
got
It does.
Oh,
Because
because
they're
hanging
going to
on.
try to convince you.
Exactly.
Oh,
change your
that-
mind.
that- that-
Exactly.
They're hanging on.
Yes.
Okay, they see, we learning
Yes.
a lot.
Exactly.
Right now.
But when you
mean-
keep saying the same thing, they're like, I can't win this one.
Yeah, I can't break her.
I'm
I'm
now
moving
hearing
around
some of
now.
these mistakes. Some of these mistakes I made back in the day. I'm now learning. See, now I'm getting game.
Right?
Thought I had game. Didn't have no fucking game. Thank you.
On the other side of it, right?
No game.
You get the other
I
side
didn't
of
have
it.
it. But you know what? We're going to stick with that 50-50 thing with you a little bit more because I know how you was raised, Niecy. Yeah.
Well,
and
tell us, how was she
that,
raised?
well,
wanna
I
know.
mean, she was raised in a 2-parent home for real.
Mhm.
Parents are still together. Shit, I've
Were
been
they
married
doing-
forever, and they've been married
Yeah.
double forever. What's it?
They've been
been,
married for
20,
35
30?
years.
I was about to say
Yeah.
29.
Yeah.
It's 35. So they got 35 very strong ones.
Mm.
Okay.
Dang.
Very
Yeah.
strong.
In the game. So when you've seen that, and like you say, you were raised where your dad
Right. Did
took
for
care of the
family,
house.
yeah.
When you were raised like that, it's going to be different for you dating.
Right.
It
Right.
is.
It just
It
is
is.
because you are, and I hope you're looking for a man. Well, at least some of the things positive men tell our daughters is that we want you to date a man like me. Because when my daughter was born, that actually changed the way that I
Move around.
moved around with
Right.
women.
It
Because
takes that.
oh, it did big time. Well,
It
shit,
takes
you was
that.
around, y'all saw. Y'all saw
Right.
it's big time because it was now it was now a different respect.
Right.
You know, because
Right.
you now like, oh shit, now I got one, and I damn sure don't want nobody to do. I felt, man, I was praying for a long, like, Lord God, please don't go through
And you
this shit.
and
I
you
took
know-
some women through. Please, Lord, don't let her meet that dude.
and you
that
know
I
what?
was.
You know what they always say. Depending on how you were with women, that's why you have a girl.
Yes.
The
do
same thing
say
with
that.
my friends. I have a guy friend that had 2 daughters. I'm
you-
like, that's
you-
your karma.
So, but wait a minute. So does that mean?
Or your
does that mean
Yep.
in a
Mhm.
you getting a girl to pay you back or something?
I-
Or something?
maybe
Because
to
I'm about to
change your-
discredit that.
change your viewpoint because now,
On
like you just
women.
said, your first thing went from one way to protect her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the
Mhm.
reason why I said I'm gonna have to throw some on that because like I say, my man, my best friend, 35 years, and he didn't run
Gang.
around with women like I did.
Right.
He didn't, and he had girls, 2 girls, and a boy, but he had 2 girls. That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
So I'm asking you, like, wait a minute, man, that wasn't no curse.
Maybe
Okay.
that was a different lesson God
That-
wanted to give him.
that part
Right.
right
Maybe
there.
he
because
already had respect for the women, and
he did.
He,
He did.
yeah.
Treats his wife like a queen.
But
Always
you,
have.
you know his firstborn was a boy.
That is true.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
What's your point? No. Brooke is about, what's your point there? What you trying to say, dog? This person. So I know you ain't going 50-50. That was my point of saying all of that. You wasn't raised on that. But
Right.
like we say, today is totally different. So how the hell does that look? I mean, are you thinking are you requiring that dude, because I don't throw no shade and I know that you only one way. That dude is gonna pay for everything and your money is gonna be for Gucci and Prada?
See, here's my thing. I
I'm
always
just
say,
asking.
I always say, do whatever works for your household. If it's 50-50, 60-40, 70-30,
But that's
100-0,
right.
do what works for your household.
If it makes y'all happy.
If
yeah,
it makes you guys happy.
That
Me
part.
personally, I mean, I wouldn't say I would be opposed
Mhm.
to 100-0, but then I just wouldn't feel comfortable. Like, I can't be with a controlling man. As much as they would say, I'm not controlling. I can't do it. And I have to have something on my own to fall back on. I'm not going to be getting allowances
Right.
from you.
So-
Right.
And
So-
then when you stop the allowance, you have a good, reason. Oh, I couldn't
Yeah.
pay you the allowance that
Yeah.
was agreed
But
upon.
but you didn't
I'm
see but you
okay.
didn't see now I gotta give you this work. So but you didn't see that was that type of man ahead of time? If
Right.
it's that type of dude,
Hold on.
or they
Put on-
change up on you.
They put
Oh,
on
they
a
change
facade.
up.
Men are
Yes.
good for putting on facade.
Oh,
Yes,
'cause-
it
'cause
takes months,
I'm
like
like,
almost a
you-
year,
if dude, if,
for them to come out.
and the
Trust.
reason why I say that because I'm
I
thinking, hey,
recently
dude
experienced
paying
that.
for everything, dude doing this, he didn't, bought you a whip maybe, whatever it looks like
Right.
today, paying your rent, doing this, or you guys are together and he's taking care of everything, and your finances are yours. I'm just saying, like, you didn't see the controlling part of that personality before all of that, before you got moved in and the relationship started. Oh, they real good at it. I can
I mean,
see
there's
it.
They're
The
very
look in
good.
Marcy's face like,
there's little
"Wait, you have
signs.
no
Yes,
idea."
little
you're
signs that probably be
thinking-
ignored, but it'd be minor.
You're
Like,
thinking like, oh, I'm tripping.
yeah.
Then you're thinking, wait, did that just happen again? Think about it.
See,
Then you're
mental thought.
stuck.
so the red flag went up, but y'all was like, okay, that's a white flag. Y'all wouldn't really.
Well,
like
it was
play-
like
Perhaps.
the red flag was like, look. The red flag was like, weigh it out. Am I gonna
Okay.
walk away for this one little red flag that don't look that big right now?
Exactly.
That's
Okay,
what it is.
okay.
It doesn't look that big right now, but then another month goes by and another red. 2-3 months down the line,
Yeah.
the real monster starts coming out.
Exactly.
And you're like, I need to get away. How do I get
Well,
away?
he's gonna be paying for everything off top, so you're gonna be feeling real good about that. And then that's how he lured you in. So now he's gonna keep on paying.
You're
Then you see the one
acting
red flag, and then you're like, well, he is paying. You know, he's taking
Wait
care of
out
business
here.
and stuff. So then you said, I just think it's just gonna increase, because the more he's paying, the more he's gonna reveal about himself.
Well, that's how you roll. The more you paying, you become controlling.
mean,
You doing
it
that
just-
to your wife, because I know.
Nah,
things
nah,
smack
nah,
the shit
nah,
out of you. So I know it ain't
nah.
rolling like that in your house.
I don't worry about that in my house, but I'm just saying, I can see that happening.
Oh,
You
right,
know,
right.
because
Right. It
some
I mean,
happens.
I hear it on the podcast that you hear. It's mostly the younger guys.
And
They're
if they
saying it's
paying-
like,
if they paying
well,
100%.
and the way that it comes out is like you should expect that. So that's
Right.
kind of like I'm going. I scratch my head and I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Entitlement.
Just because you're doing X, Y, Z because you can afford it,
right.
Mm-hmm.
because that's how I look at it all.
Right.
If I made 250, 300 a year at my job, my wife she could keep every motherfucking nickel. She could,
Right.
because I would still be within our means.
Yeah.
Right.
We would still be comfortable. We would be in our house or whatever it is. And if you need a bigger one, then you're going to kick in.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's just as simple.
Right.
If you want to do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the day, that's how it is. But sometimes I'm watching these podcasts and it irks the fuck out of me when you see these millionaires talking, oh, you shouldn't do this, girls shouldn't do that. Bro, speak in your lane. Talk where your money is at. Because if you didn't feel like that before you was a millionaire, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Shut up. If that's not how you were living when you were 21 working at the Target or whatever it was, and you was struggling, but you was paying every bill in the house if you had a girl
Right.
or whatever, don't run that shit on me once you didn't hit the lottery or
Mhm.
whatever player, however you got your money. Don't come at me with that.
But
I
Don't do
people change. They get that, confidence when they get a little change, and they're on another level in their mind. Because us women look at you like dumbass. You look stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, stop talking stupid. Like, it's not attractive to us.
Some women be easily, swayed,
Swayed,
but
yeah.
somebody like me, I'm like, you look
A real
stupid.
ones.
Yeah. I get the ick easily. I'm like, you leading with. See, this is what I don't like either. When man leads with their wallet, then be surprised that that's all a woman want.
Exactly. You're mad because after you get us, we want to go shopping. Oh, I need a new car. But when you met us, it's like, oh, I have this, I have that.
Right.
You threw it in my face.
Exactly.
Like
You're
broadcasting.
telling us we're gonna go shopping from the get.
Yeah.
Right when we meet you, and you tell us, "Oh, I got this. I could take you on trips. I could do this."
Yep.
Oh, really?
See, that's why
Let
you
me
got-
see.
That's why
You
you
set
got
the
Let's
expectation.
find out.
Well, that's why you gotta go to Target.
Yeah,
That's why
exactly.
when you say I'm gonna go shopping, you gotta walk into Target.
Right.
And when she
Right.
say, "Why we here?" I said we was going shopping.
Right.
Let's go get what we need.
So you try to put them to the test. Okay.
Hey,
Right.
Okay.
but no,
Should I like Target?
I know,
feel
I
you.
do too.
I feel you, and I look at it just like that. I guess if I was a woman, I'd be looking at it like that. And don't you leave with your wallet, you gonna get with your wallet.
Right. You
I-
get what you give. Right.
Well, I got a
Exactly.
saying. I'll tell a woman in a heartbeat. I done probably told y'all that. I know I done told you this, baby girl growing up. You find a sucker, lick it.
Mm.
I mean, shit, you gonna pull that wallet out. You gonna leave with, I got money. I got, okay, player, let's spin it.
Exact. And I'm always going to put them to
because
the test.
I would do it.
Right.
I would do it if it was a woman.
Exactly.
Don't believe I would do it. If that's what you gonna bring to the table, I got this, I got that, I got this. Hey, y'all might think I'm crazy. I broke up with the woman because it was like every time I turned around, it was a gift or there was money on the table. Like,
It
oh,
was too
hold up.
much.
What was she lacking that she had to gift you so much that to keep you?
She didn't. I didn't
Mm.
understand this shit. And it wasn't me, and I couldn't accept it. And I
Right.
had my homeboys tell me, something wrong with you. Nah, player, there's something wrong with this situation, and this ain't
Yeah.
nothing. I
Well,
want to
now
go
these men
further
want
with
that.
it.
Right.
Yeah,
They
but
want
They
that
just
want their
like,
flowers. They want their
just-
doors open.
Why the flowers?
Yeah.
hold
Sassy.
up, hold up,
Hold up.
whoa, hold the,
They do
hold
want
the
I kid
fuck
you
up.
not.
You,
I've never personally dealt with social media. Me? Never in my life. What?
But
Flowers.
you hear guys
Yes.
saying, "Well, what about
don't
me?"
even want to buy no
Yeah.
fucking flowers because they too expensive to be dead in 3 days. And my wife loves
telling you.
flowers, so I got a dilemma.
I'm
She
with
loves-
you on
I,
that.
mean, I like beautiful flowers on the table in the house because it beautifies the room.
It
I don't
does.
buy 'em,
It's
no.
an energy
Yeah,
thing.
I don't
but
want to buy them, no. They expensive.
Oh, you go to the flower mart downtown and you can get them like
Ooh.
cheaper.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I love going there to get flowers.
So
Yeah.
that's what you. That's
I give you that.
That's the trick.
I give you that. I used to do Valentine's Day down there. I give you that. I give
So
you
let's
that.
get
It
back
is.
to this real quick.
Well, go on.
Yeah.
The flowers, like, where's mine? I want that. I like dates
You
too.
got to
like,
explain that.
Oh
Both
my
of y'all.
gosh,
Y'all
yes.
go ahead. Roll
they're
with that
like
one.
that
Flowers.
now.
They are, and they're not joking about it either. They're like,
Oh,
what
so
makes you
men
guys?
want to be courted now? Is
Yes.
that-
There you go. They want to be courted. And I'm not the one to court you.
Neither am I. Like I said, I'm old school. I
Yeah.
watch my daddy take care of his, bring flowers every now and then.
Right.
You know, a piece of jewelry every now and then.
See.
But these, well, can you?
I-
I want these jewelry. I like these shoes. I like
Mhm.
flowers
Jordans.
too.
Yeah.
Flowers.
Congratulations. Buy them for
Flowers.
yourself.
Now,
It won't
I
be me.
understood. I thought flowers meant like you just give them their props. You just give them their respect.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought. But I'm like they want actual like stem flowers.
And they're like, oh, why can't you
Yeah,
buy
they
me
talking
flowers?
stem flowers,
That's what I
roses,
like
Why
the
can't-
flower too.
roses, and
Yeah,
tulips,
I like
and
the whole
flowers
like
bouquet.
too.
Yeah, y'all talk. You know what? The only time I've ever received flowers in my life, I was in the hospital.
Right.
Wow.
Me too.
And I actually remember, just say no name, they were beautiful. They were Laker flowers. They were purple and gold.
Oh, that's pretty.
That was long. You wasn't even born then. That was a long time. But it was, that was the only time. And it was cool.
Right.
You was
And
in the
it's appropriate.
Not even
hospital.
for Valentine's Day.
Right.
And it wasn't, I mean, if I can't remember if I've ever gotten, not a bouquet.
never
Somebody
got
might
flowers.
have did a flower or something here, there, might have got one.
Right.
I don't know about that, but possibly. But are you serious?
And they want their doors
you ever
open
had-
too.
No.
Hell no. I am not opening no man's door.
They're,
Wait a
This
these
is
minute.
what
men
I
are
do.
That's
sassy.
man. What is it?
Hold the
Opposite
fuck
day or something?
Men that's your age and even younger. See,
Okay.
I'm pretty young. I'm not gonna put my age out there, but I mean, I'm on the borderline. But yeah, I mean, I've dated older, not y'all old, but I dated older. I dated a little younger.
Your daddy in the green room.
Oh, my dad knows. I'm an open book and I'm grown, so you can't
Her
look me.
daddy
That
like,
part.
that's my baby. Right there. I call her. She seen.
Like I dated older guys and they're just as like, dumb. And yeah, you don't want to group men into one group, but it's just like, I don't know. They say the same like ignorant, childish things that guys my age will say. And I'm like, okay, you might as well just find the dumb one that you're gonna be with then. At this point, people say date older than more mature. That's not the
No.
case.
Oh, so basically, it's rough as hell.
Oh, it's rough.
Right.
It's rough. The dating show got pee in it.
I keep saying I need to go down south to get me a good man.
No, bro, I be saying that, and they be bad too. I'm gonna get anyone from
No,
Texas.
no, no
bruh.
southern charm and none of that.
They be sassy too.
charm, but
That's where it stops at.
Like,
They deceive you.
There's places in Atlanta you want to stay out of.
Oh, I
Oh, right.
definitely don't want my man from Atlanta.
you know. Atlanta.
I'm okay.
I was thinking Texas, maybe.
Yeah, perhaps Louisiana. I'll take that.
California, y'all losing, man.
I can't do Cali.
Y'all better step your game up real fast,
Real quick.
because it's getting rough.
Mm.
But this is crazy. I mean, you guys are enlightening me here big time because I had no idea the dating pool was full of that much
Trash.
piss.
Right, it's
Trash.
Trash.
Yeah, I mean, men want their doors open.
Flowers.
Men want actual flowers.
Actual flowers.
See, I mean,
He's a beta male.
I'm not even gonna lie. If you called me and said, Chad, I'm dating this guy. This is what I'm going. Where did he ask you to touch him? What was he cool with?
Right.
Because you might want to walk out the door
Right.
and leave that one alone.
Right.
Okay,
That's
because I mean, that's. I mean, I get the new era. I do knock it. The skin
Right.
tight clothes and everything on men. Especially these big ass dudes walking around with these skin tight clothes, looking
Right.
like your nuts hurt and shit when you walk.
It's crazy.
I mean, you walking like a woman because them pants are
Like
so
Shay
tight.
said,
Right.
that-
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
great
During the
pinstripe
payment.
suit.
Yeah, and you flooding again, and it's like, dude. But hey, fashion came back. Do what you do. But I'm
To each his own.
to each his own. Yeah, basically on that one, to each his own. But so
Mhm.
I feel where you guys what you got to go through because this is a little feminine for me out here. But
Very.
this is this is new era. We're we're in the verbs and nouns and pronouns and it's and this
We
and
ain't gonna
whatever.
get
So
started on that.
it's a little different out there.
Yeah,
Uh,
a lot different.
Yeah.
Men seem to be a little more feminine to me.
Very
Yeah.
feminine.
Very. Have you guys
Yeah.
ran across any
What's up with
feminine? type
Oh,
men?
I
Yes.
have.
For sure.
Well, come on, talk about that. Let me
Yeah, 'cause
give me
that's-
one, Brooke. We
I
ain't
have
doing names
mercy.
here. She's not gonna mention you on Instagram.
All right. I forgot his name, honestly. I don't remember his
You
name.
probably would. want
But
to.
I know he was a little older. He had a couple years on me. And I try not to get into astrology. I don't really like to get into astrology, but he was a Cancer, and I was like, oh, okay, let's see how this works. His birthday is like a day before Brianna's. And I'm like, okay. I remember we went on like a date, and I'm not a super affectionate person. I know that by myself. Like, I don't know my love like it. My love language depends on the day and depends on the person. But I remember we was on a date, and he told me, "You need to be sure to reassure me. I've been through a lot in my past."
Reassure
Reassure
you on
you.
what?
I said, "Reassure you." He said, "Yeah, you got to be able to reassure me. I've been through a lot, and I just don't feel the love coming from you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
needed
don't.
an emotional support. Something.
What do you need? Are you not healed?"
Did he need an emotional support friend?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I want to know. And like literally, that came right after I moved his hand from my neck because he was rubbing my neck, and I was like, I'm just not on that type of time right now. Let's slow it down a bit. And he was like, yeah, you don't reassure me. I'm like, oh, okay. I cut him off after that. Then
So he needed you to prove in some way that what you were interested. You
and we was dating for a
want-
couple of weeks.
dated for a couple of weeks. Okay,
A couple as
okay.
in 1, 2.
Like a solid
One,
2.
two.
Solid 2.
Two, solid two.
Solid
Did
2.
you guys converse a lot during this time, or you actually went
conversed
out
a
on
lot.
dates?
And we went on a few dates too, but it was just like that moment because I didn't want you rubbing my neck. You said, I need to reassure you.
Okay,
I think you need to
Alright.
do like, some self reflection.
All
Go
right.
back to the drawing board and you need to heal before you try to jump back into the dating pool.
Hold that thought right there. Hold
Uh-huh.
that thought, ladies. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to finish this up.
All right.
So, all right.
All
Here we
right.
go. Take a break on